the Silver Bard, the Virtuoso of the Void, the Argent Adept. These are all nicknames given to Anthony Drake, a brash young bartender whose life changed forever when he came into contact with Jou's bell, a magical instrument in a museum. This bell awoke special powers within Drake and unlocked his virtuoso capabilities. The Virtuoso of the Void is a special entity in the world that is meant to combat against the agents of chaos. Throughout human history, there's always been a Virtuoso of the Void. Musaragni, Akpunku, Jou, Telemon, Franz, and Drake are among a few of those who have taken on this role. Usually, the Virtuoso trains up an apprentice which then takes over this role and ensures humanity is safe from chaos, but this changed when Franz used blood magic to absorb the powers of potential hopefuls that could have carried on the Virtuoso line. This left the world unguarded from chaos for far too long before Anthony found Jou's bell and awoke his destiny. This led to great power building up in Akashbuta, the agent of chaos and nemesis of the Argent Adept and all Virtuosos of the Void throughout time. It is the Virtuoso's duty to ensure that chaos does not reign supreme, and it became Anthony Drake's mission to stop Akashbuta's reigning destruction. To combat this threat, Anthony Drake formed together the Prime Wardens, several powerful individuals able to combat cosmic threats and great disturbances to peace in the multiverse. The Prime Wardens include themselves Argent Adept, Fanatic, Haka, Tempest, and Captain Cosmic. Each of these powerful individuals brings a variety of skills and abilities to this team, and they are able to take on wild threats no other team would likely be able to handle on their own. And no other team was going to be able to take out Akashbuta, save for the Prime Wardens and a mysterious figure with a 6-shot pistol. The Argent Adept's powers all revolve around performances and accompaniments. You'll see across their character cards, as well as their unique instruments, the references to performances and accompanies. Each instrument is able to activate the perform and accompany of different types of music, as there is different limitations upon what each instrument is able to do performance-wise. Playing the Argent Adept effectively means you're going to have a variety of songs available across your board, as well as the necessary instruments to activate those songs. The Argent Adept struggles heavily with enemies that destroy ongoings and items. When knocked out, the Argent Adept continues his ability to assist his allies, focusing on increased power usages or on increasing damage dealt by allies. The Argent Adept's ability to destroy weak enemies is very useful when you're dealing with multiple enemies that are protected by some external force. Base Argent Adept starts with a relatively low hit point count, and his first appearance version comes with even less at 21. This is a fragile hero that is not meant to be taking significant amounts of hits in games, and you should be trying to protect him with your other characters. Note that your songs have different types: harmony, melody, or rhythm. Your instruments also mention these same types: melody, harmony, and rhythm. Making sure that your available spells are able to be accessed by your available items and instruments is very crucial to effective play of this character. With the limitations of a character, you may only use each power once. Argent Adept is unique in that the perform and accompany abilities of his songs are not included in that calculation. So as long as you can activate multiple instruments that activate the same perform card, you can activate that card multiple times. With both your drum and your pipes, you're able to activate your syncopated onslaught's perform ability twice, increasing damage dealt by 3 targets by 2. If you're able to activate both of these powers in one turn, you can do a massive boon to your team's ability to deal damage this round. Sadistic Dissonant can be extremely clutch in getting certain wins in the game. When enemies with very powerful targets enter play, you can use this card to destroy an instrument and eliminate a target that would be risking you the game. This can be done to remove things like Baron Blade's immunity shield, the starship from Warlord Vaz, or even one of the underbosses from the organization. This comes at great sacrifice to his capabilities in the game, as destroying his instruments stops him from activating those instrument spells, and thematically in lore, this led to a very intense moment in Tim Drake's storyline that led him down a very dark path. Arcane Cadence, Silver Shadow, and Polyphoric Flare all allow the Argent Adept increases in the amount of actions that he can do in a single turn, with additional card plays, or with a massive amount of play cards, put cards into play, draw cards, and discard cards. This allows him a very rapid amount of abilities in a single turn, and can really set up his board quickly. Setting up in the early game is very important, and Instrumental Conjuration is key to that. Summoning an instrument card and then playing a song card that instrument activates can make for a very powerful early game setup, and he has several of these in his deck to be able to get the instruments that you need to be effective on your turns. With all the extra play cards available in the Argent Adept's deck, sometimes it's difficult to keep your hand full of cards, and he can really be augmented by a character that is able to help him keep his hand filled. He'll return that kindness many-fold over by giving buffs throughout the team, as well as additional ability, play cards, and other effects that will ensure that you are worthwhile giving him the extra card draws. In Enhanced Edition, Argent Adept was quite difficult to get set up, and sometimes felt very limited in what he was able to do. The new setup speed of the Definitive Edition Argent Adept really brings this character to the forefront as one of the most powerful support units in the game. Though his complexity is high compared to other characters, I definitely recommend anybody who likes giving their team a boost, as well as likes having an effective character that does a lot of actions per round. I think the Argent Adept is an excellent choice. That's my fresh look at the Argent Adept, the Silver Bard, the Virtuoso of the Void.